Hi, the date today is 5 November 2016 and the time is 9:20 in the evening. So I'm in a Toyota Corolla and what I'm going to show is the smog which is taking place up in Delhi and Pitampura. I'm standing in Pitampura and the real reason behind the smog I'm going to show you, because they are burning some garbage up there around 1.5 kilometers from here. No, around 3 kilometers from here. So I'm going to drive till the smog, till that garbage lot, and you'll notice that the smog deepens up over there. So because they are burning the garbage, that's why there's so much smog taking place in Pitampura, and that's why the Pitampura is in news for this these days in the newspapers. So now basically what they are doing is burning up garbage is not an alternative, because the population of Delhi has grown so much in the last 5 years. So many people pouring in from all over the country. Whoever, wherever is earning money is pouring into Delhi. Now, DDA is such a rascal, you know, it's really fun driving old cars if you maintain them well. Like this is a 8-year-old car into its 9th year and it's going nicely. Toyota Corolla, and that's why you see so many Corollas on the road. Like my car is driven 90,000 kilometers, I suppose, and it's never asked me for a single paisa, like in the maintenance costs. I'm just paying for the fuel, and the car manages 100 in real quick timing. So this is a new flyover which has come up in Delhi, and what I'm doing is I'm gonna try. Like you're seeing in the video again and again, the smog is deepening up, and this smog, I'll tell you, it's just 5% fog and 95% smoke. So this is basically smoke which is lying in the lower level of atmosphere due to the winters coming up. So this is what is happening, and they're not stopping burning the garbage because they haven't got an alternative site for throwing away the garbage. I suppose 500 to 800 trucks are dumped here daily, like full trucks, 800 full trucks of garbage. That's a heavy amount, and this was what was being talked in the newspaper in the last month. Like so much garbage being thrown up in Delhi, all over the places, and so you see these blurring lights, like the yellow lights which are blurred. So this is, you know, this is all due to the smoke which is gathered up. And if I put down my glass like this, I'll just start coughing. You know, the particulate matter is so much dense these days. I suppose it's 8 times the limit, or I don't know, 18 times what the newspapers are talking about. And I didn't make the video on Diwali because that would be an insult to Delhi, you know. Like we can't even see that bus going on the Diwali day. The smog was to such a level. But the good thing about this is that it killed up all the germs and mosquitoes that night, Diwali night. And you know, that's why I see in Europe, what I see in the videos I am watching on YouTube, European videos, like they haven't got such a congested kind of dwellings in Europe. Like you find one home and you find another home in quite a distance, like from the first home in Europe. Whereas in Delhi you will see stuck up homes side to side, because the population is so much. Because you'll find, I'll tell you, this area: Delhi, Gurgaon, Ghaziabad, Noida, Greater Noida, Faridabad, Kundali. Like this Delhi and NCR region, you'll find more than 5 crore people living in this area. Like it's a 50-70 kilometers area. You know, if you drive through all the area, it's just a 50-70 kilometers area. But what you'll find is you'll find more than 5 crore people living on your area. Like Gurgaon alone boasts of more than 1 crore people. The Delhi boasts of 3 crore people, and Ghaziabad boasts of 1 crore people. Noida boasts of 1.5 crore people, and Kundali boasts of I think 20 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh people, I don't know. So it would be more than 6 crore, I suppose, because taken all the cities in this 70-kilometer area into account. And you see so much traffic going on. Even at this point of time, it's 9:25 in the night today, and you see this deepening smog. You know, it's not possible to breathe for quite a few days. Like the last week, I've been just telling my mom daily and my wife daily. My wife happens to be recording this video. She has the phone in her hand. Okay, my wife is saying hi to the viewers. Okay, she isn't speaking. Okay, that's okay. But you see, now we have come near the source of the smog. The real source is the garbage which is set to fire. Like I'll tell you more. There's a garbage site over here. It boasts of receiving 2,500 tons garbage daily. 2,500 tons is a huge amount. Like if you get 2,500 copper metal to your name, you'll become a rich man in one instance. Like, so if you get to 2,500 tons of garbage, like I think a single family will take a whole lot of 500 years to produce 2,500 tons of garbage. So what the site is receiving is it's receiving 2,500 tons of garbage daily. It's receiving up to 500 to 800 trucks daily. So now you see, apart from the 2-3 cars going in front of me, you can't see beside that. You know, visibility has reduced to almost 50 meters. Right? I can't see beyond 50 meters, and there's no winter taking place. There's nothing. The temperature is 23 degrees Celsius, but it's just that the smoke isn't rising up in the atmosphere. It's just roaming around near the land due to the winters. And you see, this is the source of smog. See, we have got so much. If you can see clearly, like I have already started to cough over here. You can see clearly over here, like this is a Punjab number Honda is going. This is an ID Tech. Yeah, one more thing I would like to mention here is the diesel cars which are coming up in Delhi. Mine is my Corolla, is a petrol Corolla. So in the past few years, you know, in the time of Congress government, you see, this is a garbage truck going again. The area received so much garbage, you know. Like, okay, in the time of Congress, what happened was the difference between diesel and petrol went up to 35 rupees a liter. 35 rupees. So as a result, when diesel happened to be a cool 40 rupees a liter, petrol was steeping at 76, 77. Like, I remember my Mama ji purchased a Honda Brio, and I got it. The first tank which we filled up was 76 point something a liter, and those days diesel was 40 around a liter. Like, see, to this left, this is the garbage burning. You can't see the mountain of garbage. There's a whole mountain of garbage which has come up, but they have lit it up, and with this, you can't really see the mountain, where the mountain is. You can just see the smoke, and you can see why the fog is densed up over here. It's not fog, it's smog, and it's not even smog, it's just smoke. You know, it's smoke. It's 95% smoke and 5% I can just take it as a fog, because fog doesn't happen in November. Fog happens in a few days in December, for a few days just. But the cool thing about Delhi is, you know, I can't really see the flyover. The cool thing about Delhi is that you get all kinds of weather over here. Like, you get 2 degrees Celsius in the winters, and you get 50 degrees Celsius in the summers. Like 3 degrees, like they're both kind of extreme temperatures we have. Like I have heard from the South Indians, they really love the Delhi weather. Also, I like to stay in Delhi during the winters, because those are the days we wait to see in Delhi, like those 10-15 days which go like extreme weather. Now you see, so much of smog has come up. There's so much smog coming up. Like I don't know why don't they jail these MCD people. Like garbage collecting is in the hands of MCD in Delhi, the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, like MCD. Like nowadays they are joking like malaria and chikungunya and dengue. Yeah, malaria, chikungunya, dengue. They are advertisements which have come from the opposing party. Like they are MCD. Like, you please dump the MCD government and please bring the other government to get hold of the MCD. So you can see so much of smog collecting here. That's just due to the trash we have showed you up. Now I'll take you to Pitampura via this Mukundpur. You can better call it this area is known as the Nirankari Sant Samagam area. Yeah, I'm taking right from here. And you see, I went to a mall today, and that mall has kind of having less of business. And there's just one McDonald's open up at there, and you'll see 3 wine shops coming up there, and the rest of the mall is empty. There's one banquet hall, and there's just one banquet hall, and so you can see on the left hand side, you can see so much of the lights are flooding, and the floodlights kind of thing is happening because the light is flooding because of the smoke. And I wonder if someone comes here from the western country, he'll just die here. I'm just having a bad throat due to the smog building up, and so many people are having problem with this. Still they are burning, nothing is happening when they are burning this smog. No one is taking an action. Even if someone takes an action, the best alternative they will have got is to change the site. Oh my god, I missed the U-turn. Okay, I'll drive you further. So this is what I wanted to show you. I purchased the Skoda Octavia in 2002, and we happened to go to Moradabad once in the morning. Those days this road was 2-lane, just 2-lane on one side and 2-lane on one side, like 4-lane road. And I'm taking a U-turn now. So what happened in 2002 was we reached Moradabad in 3 hours exactly. We started around 6 in the morning from here, and we reached there around 9. Moradabad is around 180 kilometers from Delhi. So that's what I want to tell you. Traffic has gone manifold in Delhi. I am driving at 10 in the night, and you see so much of traffic moving to a traffic movement. This is a suburb of Delhi, not the main area. The main area happens to be the south extension part. This is the suburb. This resides deep in North Delhi, actually outskirts of North Delhi, and you see so much of traffic. This can be attributed to the growing economy. The economy has grown so much. When you go to the South Asian countries, and they have got so much of value for $100, for example Singapore, and you can hire a Mercedes. You can hire a Mercedes for $50 in Singapore. In India, you hire it for 8,000 rupees. That's close to $120 for 80 kilometers. In Singapore also, you can comfortably drive 40 kilometers in an hour. That's I'm sure of. So that's taken according to Indian standard. You can just hire that Mercedes in Singapore for 2 hours. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Indian economy has grown so much in the last 5 years. When I got married 5 years back, and there were not many Mercedes and Audis on the road those days. But nowadays, Mercedes and Audis are really common sight. Also, in those days, traffic police didn't used to stop a Mercedes going or an Audi going. Nowadays, they stop them first. Now you can already see the worsening position of smog. Today is 5 November. I don't know what will happen on 25 December, Christmas. What will happen on that day, because the temperature is going to fall further without even Delhi. It's noticing the temperature falling, And this is the Mukundpur highway I'm taking to again. You know, it's really a pleasure driving old cars in Delhi if you maintain them well. You know, like slow. You see the green lights? They're flooding so much right now. See these green lights? You know, the problem is not with my camera. I'm recording very well recording the video in a 4K mode, that too with a 23 megapixel camera. But what's wrong with the picture is the excessive smog which has come out. Now, what's happening here is that this eventually is helping in reducing the population. India already boasts of 125 crore plus population, and this is reducing the population of Delhi because many people will die this year due to breathing related issues. You see the hospitals like the Max and the Polos and the Fortises and many more. Like they are all filled up to the brim. You won't even find a single bed if you go these days. Like chikungunya which broke out those days, and everything which broke out in the past years. Like, and one more thing I would like to say: this wrong way coming habit of Delhites. You know, nowadays the police have stopped registering cases. Like I'm recording this video, and even if someone is coming the wrong way, you don't have so much of attention on the road. Someone is coming the wrong way, you might kill them. I will tell you the truth, like you might kill them, but nothing's gonna happen by law these days because they have stopped bothering about the wrong way comers, of course. Okay, I'll take this video for 2 more minutes because I'll be reaching home soon. Now you see they're investing so much in the infrastructure of Delhi these days. Like so many flyovers coming up in Pitambura only. Not even this is the Pitambura is in kind of okay, it's kind of okay area, not a very expensive area, but it's kind of a okay area. But the government is investing so much in each and every part of Delhi. Like there's so long flyovers coming up, like this Pitambura to Janakpuri flyover. No, that Piragadi to Janakpuri flyover. Yeah, that Piragadi flyover to Janakpuri. No, not Piragadi, Paschim Vihar flyover to Janakpuri. That is around 4 kilometers long. Like you go on the flyover and it's around 4 kilometers long. There's so much of infrastructure taking place in Delhi. But now, what to do with this problem? This is a problem of smog. Like whenever you get the problem of smog, just think that your economy is progressing very nicely. You know, it's going along very nicely. I used to hear this problem used to happen in Beijing in China. China is, I can say, ahead of India as of today, but India is also progressing very nicely. Now, you see these banquets on the left hand side. See these things on the left hand side of this flyover. See this Cherish Banquet and Green Lounge and La Mansion and Royal Nashar. They've got all kinds of names to themselves. And like I'm mentioning again, there's nothing wrong with my camera. The smog is so much that the picture is coming blurred. You know? Like this mosaic, Pushpalila. I really love to drive on these flyovers nowadays because they have recently come up in the last 6 months. That's a kind of cool to drive on them because what we have been doing is we have been driving on these clogged roads since the last 10 years. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off this video because I've reached near my home, and you can again see the enormous amount of smog taking place. Like, you know, I'm just feeling something in my throat nowadays. Right now, I've been speaking for last 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh my god, the light has turned green. I need to cross this because in Delhi, red lights happen to be of 5 minutes. If it turns red, we'll just lose 5 minutes standing here. Okay, Okay, I've comfortably reached inside Pitambura, and what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna turn off this video. I'll upload it on YouTube, so you stay tuned for more videos like this, and I hope you get my face properly. This is Siddharth Yadav reporting live from Pitambura, New Delhi, and reporting about the smog problem which is discussed in the newspaper nowadays. Pitambura is receiving the maximum number of smog because of the dump site there. So stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.